As a man, you can be anything you decide you want to be. That's the beauty of being a male. You can build your character completely from the ground up, just like a video game. Every single thing about me that people respect, I built. I was not born this confident. I was not born this interesting. I was not born this charismatic and humble and gorgeous and tall and strong and sexy. I was not born none of these things. I became these things myself. The thing that makes a good man a man is that he does what he doesn't want to do. He doesn't want to work and he works anyway. He doesn't want to go to war and he fights anyway. He doesn't want to get up, he gets up anyway. That's the whole point of it. You can't sit there as a man and say you don't feel like it. You're not allowed to not feel like it. You're supposed to do it anyway, regardless. I think that the best thing you can possibly do as a man is prepare for the endless difficulty that's going to come your way. There's no way out as a man. You're either going to have a very difficult life to become somebody important, or you're going to suffer the difficulty of being invisible. You have to make a choice. It's going to be difficult either way. Every single man of value went through trauma, and they went through pain. It's going to be painful to get strong, painful to get rich, painful to become important. You have to be prepared for the pain. If you're not ready for pain, you're never going to be anything that matters. My kickboxing coach used to say to me, I used to come in the gym, he said, what do you hate the most? I said, I hate running. I said, okay, you're going wrong. People say, why? He goes, because whatever you hate is what you need. But that's what you need. And that's what life's about. You're not going to be able to go through life avoiding pain and also becoming a man of quality. You're going to have to be that guy who's been through so much that he can wake up and go, this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing compared to back then. The only man who's a good man is a man who's been through it. We need to suffer. Look at any superhero movie. What happens to the superhero? He suffers. Batman's dad got like it's bad, and then you become a superhero. You need to suffer first. So all the young boys out here who are obsessed with money, you haven't been through enough suffering. You're not important enough. You're not man enough to be rich. Because you're going to buy a Lambo and you're just going to be look like a target. You're going to get shot. That's all that's going to happen to you. People don't want to shoot me because they look twice and go, might bounce off. As a man, you should always live for something bigger than yourself. The true masculine imperative is to find a battle worth fighting for. That's why men have always gone to war. Some men. As a man, your life shouldn't be about quantity. It should be about quality. And it's trying to live as long as possible, but being that porridge goo in the middle is not as important as living a shorter amount of time to get to be the T-bone steak. I believe that men have the divine imperative to become as capable, powerful, and competent as possible in this life. I reserve my human right to hold my own beliefs and practice them as I see fit, and allow other people the same right to believe and act as they wish. I prefer loving, rewarding, consensual relationships with beautiful, positive, and virtuous women. I believe men and women are different, and that each has their own unique and important strengths and abilities. I believe men have the sacred duty to protect and provide for the important people in their lives. I believe men have the sacred duty to protect the innocence and sanctity of their children, and reserve the right and responsibility to raise their children as they see best to ensure their long-term happiness and success. I believe that men have the sacred duty to raise strong, capable, and honorable sons. I believe that men have the sacred duty to raise kind, feminine, and virtuous daughters. I utterly disapprove of violence within romantic or familiar relationships. I support good and honest governments and will obey their laws. I prefer to only conduct business dealings with trusted and vetted brothers. I believe that a man has the sacred duty to hold true to his word and do exactly what he says he will do. I believe that a man's life is difficult and that he has the sacred duty to become strong to handle such difficulty. I believe men are personally responsible for their actions and for the results they achieve in their lives.